If you think you got me beaten on the ground, just because my shoulders slump, my head hangs down, don't underestimate the fight that's left in me. I'm just one good swing away from victory.
At home with Tracy and the Big D, and joining us tonight is Ian Burns, a beautiful new song, a song of, more for me, a song of hope. Think Again is the singles track. Ian, what an empowering song.
Thank you so much. It's great to talk to you, my friend.
Yeah, it's been a while.
I haven't been able to talk to you for a little while now, but this is fantastic. Thank you.
Yeah. So tell us a little bit about behind the scenes of the song to start with.
Like a lot of songs, I guess it started out very personal, just battles that were going on, within our family. They were fighting. That sounds terrible, but
No.
I mean, everyone's fighting a battle of some form, and it started very personally like that. And I wrote the bones of the song, and I was pretty pleased with it, but I thought it needed a little bit more help, and so I went down to a songwriters retreat with some beautiful people down at David Carter and Marilyn Carter's place, and everyone would know them as Carter and Carter.
Mm-hmm.
There was a great song retreat down there, and one night everything was dying down for the day, and we had a glass of wine in front of us, and I said, mate, I've got this song, I'd really love to play it to you, and I played it to David and a lovely lady called Mary Harrison, and we worked on it together. It grew from there, and it's funny, since I wrote it toward the end of last year, of course, we had the major droughts, and then, of course, the East Coast had the worst bushfires in history, and then, obviously, we've now got a pandemic. And it was funny because what started as a very personal song, really, what I found is what I touched on before, and that is everybody really is fighting a battle of some kind, whether it's a health issue, whether it's a mental health issue, or whether it's something more obvious like droughts, fires, and pandemics. So the song grew from there.
But I think it's also a song of hope, so that, like, if that story that you're getting out there can just lift the spirits of only one person, then it's all worth it. But I believe that this could actually build a lot of strength in a lot of people who can, and they will get back up again.
Thank you. I really appreciate that. And yeah, that was the whole idea behind the song, is that in Australia, we've got this incredible attitude. Australians never cease to blow me away about how they will not give up. And you can go right back as far as you can look back in this country and see people that just would not give up. And they just keep standing up for what they believe in and fighting for whatever they need to fight for. It did kind of manifest itself in that whole thing about Australian spirit and our never say die attitude as well, yeah.
After I heard it the first time, I thought, you know what, I'm not going to rewrite a bucket list, but I'm just going to go and revisit my bucket list. You can do those things.
Yeah, thank you so much. I've been blown away. People have been beautiful, and I don't need to tell you, Trace, how the country music world in Australia is very much like a big family, and people have been absolutely beautiful. And what you hope for when you write a song is that people do get their own story out of your story and how it can relate to them. And I've really had that with this song. It's blowing me away how beautiful people have been about this track.
Do we have a film clip for it yet, Ian?
Yes.
Right, so how are we going to get hold of that? Just on YouTube?
Yeah, at the moment, it's just on my Facebook page.
Yep.
We're just going to do that for the first few days, so people can jump across to Ian Burns Music, and they will see it straight away. It was filmed by Duncan Toombs from the Filmery.
Uh-huh.
Duncan and I had a good chat about what I saw the film clip as, and he's just nailed it. He's done a beautiful job of telling the story of the song. And funny enough, what we just chatted about was it now tells the story about the droughts and then leading into the fires and then leading into COVID. And he's just done it in such an amazing way. He's a very, very talented man, Duncan Toombs, and I'm blown away. I had my first look at it myself last night. So,
wow.
Yeah, it was amazing. He rang and said, mate, I've finished the clip. Would you like to see it? That was like asking a child at Christmas if they wanted to open a present.
I suppose you have to be very, very careful with who you choose to make sure you get the right feeling, because it is such one of those songs where, if you put the wrong thing to it, it can just completely turn sour.
Yes, Exactly. Well, I really wanted to do it right. Thankfully, you've met my beautiful wife, Susie.
Yes.
And Susie was right behind doing it right. And we thought, how can we get the best? Well, we've got to go to the best. We're so thankful we went to Duncan. And Duncan and I are friends. He's friends with a lot of people in the industry and blown us away. As I said, it was very much like a child at Christmas last night.
Well, Ian Burns, the song is called Think Again. And everybody out there, please just take a few minutes just to even, if you want to just listen to the song or even to go on and have a look on Ian Burns' Facebook page and have a look at the film clip.
I would love that, Tracy. Thank you so much for having me on tonight.
So we're going to have all the links to Ian's social media stuff at the end of this podcast. But please, if for some reason and somehow this song has lifted your spirits, let Ian know exactly how it did.
That would be wonderful. Thank you so much.
I'm a fighter, a survivor. I've been this way my whole damn life. I've been knocked down, pushed around. I turned my back and felt the knife. But what don't kill you makes you stronger. And strong is what I've become. And as I get back